we have a bumper here. This was already pushed in, so I heated it and I pushed it back out. You can see where I pushed out. And now you're gonna see, we're gonna sand this, feather edge it, and I'm gonna do everything I can not to put filler on bumpers. I don't like to put filler on bumpers, and like 95% of the bumpers I repair don't get any filler. But looking at this, you would think that it needs some filler, at least here. But we'll show you how to do it without any filler. This video is sponsored by Blunt. They came out with these pants. They're super stretchy and they're very comfortable, along with some nice boots. First, we're gonna start with some 120. Now you see these, you might be able to see them. The trick is you have to always be flat with your DA. The moment you give it sideways, now you can do this, but when you go sideways with the DA, you're digging. When you're digging, you're gonna have to fill what you dig. You will see that I have this little deep area right here, but we'll get to that. Now we can get the second body line. Now the second body line, this is flat already. We only have a low spot right here, zoom in. And now the upper surface. What we can see is we have 4 low spots. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now what you do is you feel it. It kind of feels like, yeah, it feels low, like a little bit too low. This body line, 2, and over here 2. You can, when you see these, you know these are the low spots. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna heat up the back and push these flatter. But these two, you don't need to, because this will get sanded right out of the body line. This plastic is not too thick, but you can take advantage of the thickness of the plastic to get rid of some of these dents. Now, typically when you're heating plastic, you should use a heat gun, but this is way faster, and I got used to using a blowtorch. So you can use a blowtorch, or if you're more comfortable with a heat gun, you can use that too. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna heat the back, not too much, just a little bit, and use something to push with. There we go. You can use a screwdriver. I just have this handy so I can use it. All right, and now for this low area here, I'm gonna do that too. With the torch. There we go. That's enough, turn it off. And low area, push it up. And now we can pull it down. Go back to using that, make sure it's not too hot. All right, now we go back to 120. Now is the point that we're going to use the thickness of the plastic. Now you see how the dot got smaller? There we go. The dot disappeared. While you have to do this correctly. You have to have the DA flat on the surface. When you turn, you're digging. You have to be straight on the surface. That's how you feather it too. Now, this section is complete. Now I gotta go back to this smaller body line. And before you ask me why am I not wearing a mask, because this is below me and this is standing because I'm using a very thick, well, it's 120, so all the dust is falling down. Now we gotta work on this body line. Alright, so that's the majority of it is done. You have to feel it. What you should always do, use your less dominant hand to feel the body line, to feel the body if there's a dent. With your dominant hand, you will not feel it as much, so you would use your less dominant hand, which means, you know, the hand you don't eat with. So you would actually feel everything that you need to feel. Alright, now we get to the high surface of it. Now we see where the dent was. Now we're gonna make sure that we stay true. You have to stay flat on the surface without getting. There we go. That is already gone. Now, less dominant hand. You feel it. It's almost gone. Like, doing this process, you can leave it wavy to, like, you can make sure that it's what, 80%, not even 90%. Because it's plastic, you're not gonna see every dent. So you keep going again, 120. Now we can use 180 on a block to get these body lines exactly where we need them to be. There we go. Now we have to feather it, we have to sand it more and feather edge it with a higher grade. This was 180. Now we're gonna redo everything we did with 120, but with the 180. Now you could use 240 if you don't have to. You can skip to 320, but 320 will be a better kind of product. Doing the same thing, but spreading it out a little bit further. And after you're done with the 240, you can go up over it to 320, but you gotta go feel it first to see if there's any hairs sticking out. If not, you can just scuff it, scuff your area. Try to get into all the grooves. Now it's ready to be primed. Thank you guys for watching. Hit the plus to see more and subscribe to my YouTube channel.